Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. I am Zach Frank from the Earmark team, and today we have Elevate Your Practice, the Power of Collaborative Accounting. We'll begin shortly. I just want to give people some time to get situated. And I also want to tell everyone that as a reminder, you can get CPE for this webinar by using the Earmark app. But unlike traditional webinars, Earmark Webinar Pluses do not use polling questions during the presentation. Once the CPE course is available on Earmark, we will notify you via email. At that time, you can log into the app, take a short quiz, and earn your CPE certificate for this webinar. You can download the app by using this QR code on screen or by searching for Earmark in either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. You can also get it by visiting earmarkcpe.com/download. And I'm just going to give everyone a couple of seconds to get situated, make sure it's all working. I think we are good. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Twyla Verhast and Laura Crean.
Awesome. Thanks, Zach. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We're so excited to be presenting in partnership with Earmark today. So thanks, Zach, for that introduction and telling people how they can get their CPE. That's always important, especially this time of year. We're so excited to be here. Today's webinar, as Zach mentioned, is titled Elevate Your Practice, the Power of Collaborative Accounting. I'm Twyla Verhelst. I'm a CPA, head of accountants at FreshBooks, and I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Yes, we have snow, but we didn't actually for the entire month of November. So I feel quite fortunate to say that we've just recently got snow. And my accounting experience dates back. Laura, I was actually looking this up. I got designated in 2006, which means I've been designated for 17 years. And obviously my accounting career started before that because I had to do work practicum ahead of getting my designation. So that's a little bit about myself. But hey, Laura, how's it going in Toronto today?
It is good. It is not snowing at all here at all as I look out the office window. Hi, everyone. My name is Laura. I was born and raised in Ireland, but I'm actually here in the Toronto HQ of FreshBooks today and every day because I love it up here. I am the Senior Partner Program and Education Specialist here at FreshBooks. Now thinking about it, I got designated in 2014. So 7 years. We've got a 7-year going on that thing. So 70 is my lucky number. It was Cantona's number in United, and it was Beckham's number, and now it's our number now for being designated. My background was all in hedge funds, digital media, even in energy as well. But I've made my way to being the education specialist here and using that background to build resources and training for accounting specialists here in FreshBooks. What do we have coming up today, Twyla?
Well, before we get into our watch party, Laura, for those of us watching who like an agenda, here's an overview of what we're going to do during our 60 minutes together today. Again, welcome everyone. Happy to have you here. We're going to then get into our main event, which is collaborative accounting. You're going to hear about how collaborative accounting can help you move your firm into advisory services, how it can support you bettering your client relationships and in turn your client experiences. It'll help solve for the industry staff shortages that many of you are facing. It helps with streamlining tech and of course, exploring an alternative accounting software for you and your clients to work better together. After the presentation, Laura's going to share a little bit about the overview of the collaborative accounting certification, which we've recently launched inside of our new FreshBooks Academy. And then we're going to do live Q&A. So add your questions into the comment section starting now, anytime throughout today's session, and we'll answer as many questions as time allows.
Amazing. Okay, let's just get into it, shall we? Are we ready to watch? Everyone grab a beverage, grab your favorite snacks. Zach, would you please roll the tape?
Everyone, welcome. Looks like some people are still joining. So great to have you here. We've got a really good webinar planned for you today. You know, typical Zoom style webinar like every other webinar you've been on over the past 3 years. Just kidding. This is not your typical Zoom call at all. This is about doing things differently, which is why we're not on yet another Zoom call. Instead, you're here with me on this front step. And I just learned something that I'm dying to tell you about. You're never going to believe this. See him? That's Sam. Sam owns a local creative agency that develops and produces video. He has about a dozen people working for him, and he seems to have built a fast-growing company. But every time I talk to him, it sounds like he's on the edge of survival. And even though he has an accountant, he's still operating in the dark. He finds invoicing complicated in the software his accountant has him using, and he never touches anything else in there because he's so confused. His accountant gives him the usual reports regularly, but he said he doesn't find the information really means anything to him. It doesn't help him make real-time decisions. Numerous times he's asked me if I know anyone who offers financial coaching because he really wants to grow his business and he wants to do it right.
That would be amazing.
So he can pay his people and he can also pay himself. He wants to be able to sleep at night. He's actually kind of said that he dreads talking to his accountant. Oh, hey Sam.
Twyla, hi.
Hi.
Hi, can't talk. I'm sorry I have a big meeting, but it's good to see you.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Bye. Sam is scaling and he's stressed. And living here, oh, you can actually see her in the window right now. She's at her computer. That's very typical. That's Wanda. And she's always working. She's an accountant and she has her own business. She owns and operates a small accounting firm, and since the pandemic, her and her team have actually been 100% remote. She's busy. When I do happen to catch her, she's always questioning her life choices and telling me she should have listened to her father and become a lawyer instead of an accountant. We all know the accounting profession is taking a beating, and there are fewer people getting into accounting these days. She's having a hard time keeping up because she can't find new staff, and she struggles to hang on to the ones she has. Quite frankly, if they're even half as burdened as Wanda has become, I can understand why. It's like pulling teeth to get what I need from these clients, she'll often say when she's talking about them avoiding the software and providing her with documentation. Wanda is overworked. Anyway, here's the craziest thing I just discovered. Come on, let's go inside. Come on, this way.
Hi.
Hi,
You must be the new neighbor.
I am Wanda.
Sam, nice to meet you.
You too.
Wanda.
Uh-huh.
That's my accountant's name.
I'm an accountant.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wanda is Sam's accountant, and here I am in the middle, listening to each of their stories. Sam, the stressed and unsatisfied business owner, and Wanda, the overworked and very unhappy accountant. Imagine if they were actually aligned. What would it look like if they were working in sync? And as a result of them being in lockstep, Sam felt confident and inspired inside the accounting platform, and he completed his invoicing and expense tracking on time. Each month, he received valuable, proactive insights from Wanda that helped him make better decisions and grow his profit margins. Imagine if Sam was fully engaged in the financial operations of his business and he looked forward to interacting with Wanda. If he wasn't stressed and actually felt excited and clear about where his business is headed. Imagine if Wanda was able to get back to a place of loving accounting because she embraced a business model that leverages technology and workflows for her and her clients. And she became significantly less reliant on finding experienced staff in order to keep up with the demands of her firm. Instead, she had time for the high-value recurring services that her clients are willing to pay for because they see the value in the financial expertise and the insights from her firm. What if Wanda was reignited to work with her clients because she knew these deeper human-to-human connections would not only enhance her book of business, they would help her clients, like Sam, thrive and build successful businesses. Just imagine if Sam and Wanda worked better together. Guess what? We don't have to imagine anymore. That's right, we can change this. Sam can be a satisfied client again, and Wanda can be a very happy accountant. And today, in the spirit of doing things differently, I'm going to show you how. Come with me. Right through here. Let's go. Through here. Oh, pardon me. Down here. Right there. Today has been nearly 4 years in the making. Research has been done with over 50 accounting professionals. We've gathered feedback from business owners globally, all leading to over 300 hours of workflow refinement on a foundation of 20 years of building technology to give us what we're launching today. This is different. This is going to change the way accountants and business owners work together. We have reinvented the way you work with your clients. Imagine accurate pre-accounting jobs, technology-enabled workflows to deliver timely data, and empowered accounting and advisory conversations. Accurate pre-accounting, technology-enabled workflows, empowered advisory conversations. Accurate pre-accounting, technology-enabled workflows, empowered advisory conversations. It's my pleasure to introduce you to collaborative accounting. Collaborative accounting will guide your client engagements and distinguish your client experiences to differentiate your advisory expertise. Collaborative accounting is a new, integrative way of working with your clients in a single platform to more accurately and effectively manage their finances so you can spend less time chasing data. Through a combination of technology and workflows, this model creates the capacity for you to deliver an empowering and ongoing advisory experience to differentiate the expertise of your firm in a way your clients truly value. The result is a way of working that allows you to bring advisory services to the forefront of your offerings because your firm finally has the systems and processes in place it needs to put your clients first. Just like Wanda and Sam, for far too long, accountants and their clients have been operating out of alignment. Workflows and technologies have been designed for accountants and have neglected the client experience, leaving them feeling out of touch with what they actually want and out of the loop about the financial well-being of their businesses. Accountants have been setting up their cloud accounting tech stacks for pre-accounting and accounting tasks in attempts to gain efficiencies, while resulting in overworked teams and an inability to offer and scale the work they love to do, the valuable advisory services their clients are craving. But that's changing today. Collaborative accounting is built on the strong belief that there's fundamentally a better way for accountants to work with their clients to deliver high-touch, high-value advisory services. Rather than siloing and separating the two parties into disparate systems, collaborative accounting offers an evolved way for you to work alongside your client, a workflow that allows each of you to own the key elements of the financial operations. The result is a compelling client experience that provides all parties with the data needed to make informed and timely financial decisions. You can deliver valuable ongoing advisory insights to your clients at scale. Now, we aren't just reinventing the way you work with your clients without giving you the tools. FreshBooks is equipping you with all the resources you need to bring collaborative accounting to life in your firm. We'll teach you the framework that gives you the step-by-step process to accurate and timely data, along with the confidence to deliver ongoing advisory services. Our brand new accounting certification training program is designed to align your firm's goals, workflows, and technology. We will walk you through step by step how to take these concepts and turn them into action inside your accounting practice, identifying the advisory opportunities and teaching you how to have these high-valued conversations with your clients. FreshBooks is an easy-to-use, intuitive platform for you and your clients to effectively and accurately manage everything in one central location. FreshBooks customers love using the platform, and this year, we've launched more accounting features than ever before, with many more to come, making it efficient for you and your clients to work side by side in FreshBooks. Collaborative accounting focuses business owners on the front-end pre-accounting tasks like proposals, time tracking, projects, invoicing, and expense management, which frees up your time to focus on valuable accounting tasks like reconciling, analyzing and interpreting their financials, dialing in tax strategies, and delivering expert guidance on the growth and performance of their business. At FreshBooks, our philosophy is to execute extraordinary experiences every day. This permeates into everything we do, from award-winning customer support to how we design our product. It's the values we live every day as FreshBookers. And as an accounting partner, your dedicated FreshBooks support is a team of accounting and product experts who are eager to help you and your clients onboard and leverage the platform for your specific needs. The new Accountant Hub provides your practice with a tailored set of firm-specific features so you can hone in the ideal workflow. The Accountant Hub was built and designed with feedback from modern accountants with the goal of giving you and your team a one-stop place to collaborate with clients inside the FreshBooks platform. Our commitment to accountants and their successes doesn't just shine through in our product and support. At FreshBooks, we're devoted to building a community of collaborative accountants to share best practices. We know you gain valuable knowledge from one another through in-person and virtual experiences, accelerating your delivery of advisory services at scale. We love this community and helping you advance through collaboration with resources to set you up for success. With accurate pre-accounting, technology-enabled workflows, and empowered advisory conversations. Growing your modern advisory practice and extending your expertise with FreshBooks supporting you every step of the way. Well, today we're sharing this reinvented way of working that unlocks and empowers advisory. We recognize there have been some change makers before us who have been paving the way for advisory for quite some time, many of which I've been fortunate enough to learn from and held as sources of inspiration for the future of accounting and our ability to bring this level of expertise to small businesses at scale. This next human has been trailblazing for years, and I'm excited to share this very first conversation about collaborative accounting with, wait for it, Jeannie Whitehouse. Jeannie is one of the most prominent ambassadors for the idea of advisory. She has carried the legacy of her advisory learnings and mentorship through the Impactful Advisor, an online education and coaching program for accounting professionals who want to expand the potential of their practice through advisory. As a CPA, technologist, thought leader, author, speaker, and passionate evangelist for advisory, Jeannie's ideas and ambition have pushed forward countless conversations around where the future of accounting is headed. She has worked with hundreds of firms and thousands of accounting professionals to stretch them towards new paradigms of running a practice and providing services that clients truly value. Jeannie has been recently appointed the president of the Information Technology Alliance, an independent membership association of leading mid-market technology professionals, consultants, and product and service providers in North America that are shaping the future of the accounting profession. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome Jeannie Whitehouse to join us today. I'll just go get quickly logged in. Hi, Jeannie. Jeannie? Jeannie, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Y'all didn't really think I was going to dial it in for something as important as this, did you?
So great to see you.
Great to see you too.
Thank you.
So exciting to be part of this big day.
It is so great to have you here. This is kind of a pinch me moment for me to have you sitting beside me on this special day.
It's a pinch me moment too, Twyla. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this incredible, exciting event. This is a huge moment for me personally and for the entire accounting profession to have you unveil something and the work that you've been doing to change everything for us. To imagine that you are bringing to life a new way to work with our clients and to unlock our ability to do advisory service. It's an incredible thing. I'm excited to learn more and to ask you some questions about what this amazing thing is that you've actually shared with us today. So let's start at the beginning, Twyla. What was life like before you joined the FreshBooks team and started to drive the accounting program forward? You had your own firm, I know, and then when was that? And then how did your experience running a firm influence what you've now launched with collaborative accounting?
You know, something that I've probably never told you before, Jeannie, is that my very first accounting job was actually in a firm that did advisory work. And that was back in 2000.
That's
back
amazing.
in 2000. And so when I had the opportunity then to run a firm again, starting in 2014, I created a firm with a business partner that was really an advisory-led firm. And it was one that was really driven by that experience and that opportunity to give small business owners that level of expertise and professional knowledge that they really needed.
I am so jealous that you had that opportunity in your career because it was something I was always looking for and didn't find for a long time. So you're very fortunate.
Well, and you know, one of the things inside of advisory that I learned really quickly was in our firm, we once had a client say to us, I don't really know what it is that you do anymore, but I know my business wouldn't survive without you. And in that moment, I realized just how impactful advisory can really be.
I like that you said impactful advising. It means a lot to me. It's so true. And I think as accountants, we often forget how much value we can bring to bear in the work that our clients are trying to do. And so
Yes.
I love it. And I love that FreshBooks is behind you on this and has made it easier for us to do this in a recurring way with clients.
Yes.
That's a big challenge.
Yeah.
So this whole collaborative accounting thing that you speak of, how did you come up with this idea? Where did this come from?
So I grew up in a very entrepreneurial home. My parents had a small business, and I lived inside that small business. And fortunate or not, I saw a lot of the inner workings of their business, including going annually to visit my parents' tax accountant.
Can't believe you did that as a child. Must have been the most exciting part of your childhood was to go to the tax accountant.
Right? That was
Wow.
my first exposure to an accountant. But interestingly, I decided that I didn't want to be that type of accountant because I saw that it was so transactional. And I also saw my mom being up late at night, sitting at our kitchen table with the big You don't remember the big green
Oh, yes,
ledger
I
books, do you?
do.
Right?
Yes, I do.
Sitting with the big green ledger books, just stressed about how she was going to run this business and really feeling like she was flying blind and that she was driving it solo and didn't have the support. She made all these financial decisions on behalf of our family. And unfortunately, the way that that turned out is that it really didn't set them up for the end of their business life and their future. And I knew
Heartbreak.
that it didn't need to be like that. I knew that there had to be something different. And it was part of the inspiration of me getting into accounting and then growing inside of accounting to see what we could do to create something different that doesn't have that small business owner sitting inside of that stress.
It's amazing. So the thing that I really like about what you have rolled out is that you're not only creating technology, which, we often thought that technology could solve the problem, right, for the profession. If I could just find the right
Yes,
tool,
absolutely.
then I can make life better for my clients. So Twyla, what are the challenges that you see our profession facing right now? And how does collaborative accounting help with that?
Well, I'm sure, Jeannie, that you're seeing very similar challenges to what I'm seeing.
Still, yes.
Still, yes. And interesting, since the pandemic, I'm hearing a lot of accounting professionals really talk about how they've suddenly realized the firm that they intended to build is not the firm that they're now in.
That's right.
Additionally, we've got impending technology because, gosh, automations and AI is right on our heels. So I think that that's quite daunting, and people are finding that to be one of the challenges of this fast pace of technology, as well as staffing. That's the known in the profession for sure, that everyone's feeling the impacts of fewer people joining the profession and this struggle to scale their firms with the people.
Yeah.
So collaborative accounting was really designed to change the way accountants and business owners work together and change those workflows that we've got really familiar with over these past 5 or 10 years, and to change the way that they're actually needing to scale their firm because the client is engaged with the accountant in a different way. Additionally, it's designed to use technology to their advantage for both the business owner and for the client, and to create that space for accountants to get back to the firm that they intended to build and do the advisory work that not only they love so much, that clients are needing so much as well.
I think there's been so much focus on our internal firm improvement and not enough on what it means to our clients. And so this is a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I think if you would agree that what we've heard in our profession is all kinds of talk about how advisory is important, and not enough people providing tools that help us deliver those services. So it's a great opportunity, and what you're doing is so fantastic.
Thank
and
you.
Music to my ears.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that. So what does it take to bring something like this to life? How do you go about doing this?
Gosh, probably pun intended, it takes a lot of collaboration.
Yes, it does.
It takes a lot of people to contribute to something like this. Firstly, it also takes a company that backs us, and FreshBooks has really become champions for accountants and really wanting to invest in this channel and invest in the opportunity to support accountants that are in turn going to support what's been FreshBooks customers for years. And so in addition to that support that we get from the company, that's unlocked now, us to be able to build out a team inside of FreshBooks that, I might add, I think they're just about, if not more passionate about accountants than I am. We've got the product and the engineering that's helping to evolve the product. We've got, of course, the accounting professionals and our advisory council that are giving us this feedback that we're building for. It truly takes, as I'm sure you know, a community to come together to put an initiative like this together and then bring it to the market.
Some people might say it takes a village.
It takes a village, absolutely.
And I could just imagine, having been involved in the technology side and on the product side, just to get the product to align with what you're trying to build is a huge step. To have the leadership on board and to have a fresh new perspective in accounting is a fabulous thing, and they're great to have you leading these programs forward.
Thank
So
you.
how about testing? How do you test this and make sure that you've lined up with what the profession is looking to do?
Well, interestingly, we actually have had this in market softly for about 3 years now, just over 3 years, really since the pandemic. And at the time, as I'm sure you can imagine, you know, that no accounting professional was ready to hear, let's do things differently in the thick of the pandemic. But what that did for us is it gave us this opportunity to really put it into market and see how is it landing and what do accounting professionals need in order to adopt this different way of working and take on a different GL in order to support their clients differently. So we've really spent a lot of time testing, listening, listening in order to change up the offering, change up the workflows, adapt the product, as you mentioned, and then also build the education to give accountants the how to adopting this and making it a new way of working with their clients.
So it's interesting to me that COVID was not the right time, because of all the times that I've experienced in my career, COVID was when our clients most needed us to be advisors.
Yes,
and we were
absolutely.
terrified to try to to draw outside the lines. And so
Yes.
what a great chance, though, to provide these tools and let people start leveraging them in different ways. So it's a
Yes.
huge thing. So
Yes.
why is this the right time? If COVID was wrong, what makes this right now?
Well, and I think that feedback, as we spoke about, what are we hearing from accounting professionals? We're hearing that they're struggling to scale. We're hearing that they've been trying to adopt advisory, as you know, trying to adopt advisory, and it hasn't been landing. We also know that they are not necessarily loving what they're doing anymore. And so we've taken that feedback in conjunction with now finessing it over the past 3 years and said, this is the right time to bring it to market. As well as our product has evolved in the past 3 years to put out some features that accounting professionals are loving and using. And now we've got a product roadmap of more features to come. So we're investing in this channel now. We got this feedback now. We've built a product and a program. I think it's well aligned with what the profession needs next.
You know, when I first started talking about advisory, the tools didn't support it.
Right.
It was very difficult to try to have any kind of a conversation with the client proactively.
Yeah, I understand. We did a lot in Excel.
Yeah, we did a lot of Excel, sending things back and forth. And so to be able to collaborate on the same platform is a huge leap forward.
Yeah.
And we also used to have to choose between a tool that met our needs as a profession and something that met our clients' needs, and they were never the same.
I understand.
Yeah, it was a very difficult thing. So
Yes.
to bring both parties into a tool that serves them is a masterful stroke of genius, and it's just wonderful. It's really exciting for me.
Great.
So now you've got this cool thing launched. This collaborative accounting thing is now born. It's come to life. So what happens now?
I think I'm going to go on a trip to Napa Valley.
I'm ready.
Just kidding.
We need a big celebration. I got the wine. You come visit. Let's make it happen.
There will definitely be a little bit of celebrating to be able to high five one another and really give kudos to all the stakeholders that help bring this to life and bring it to the market. But as my team gets tired of me saying, this is really us just getting started. We want to put this out there and support accounting professionals who are curious and want to adopt more advisory in their firm and take on this new workflow of different way of working with their clients. So we really want to lean into that now. Now we lean in and support them, our support team, as well as our education to get them brought up to speed, understanding this workflow and talking to their clients about it and really setting them up for success.
As I've heard you mention before, one of the biggest challenges to doing advisory is a lack of confidence. We're trained in a technical skill set, and to have the confidence to go down a new path without support is very frightening to accountants. So what you've done is give them the tools that allow them to build a framework they can rely on to do new services. And it's a wonderful thing.
We want to make sure they do not feel alone. We're not just putting it out there for them to figure that out on their own. We are with them every step of the way. Let's lock arms and do this together.
I so applaud FreshBooks and you and the leadership that you've provided in the organization. So I've been part of trying to change this industry for a darn long time, way too many years to count. And yes, I did ledger sheets back in the day. And you know, this is just a refreshing concept that the profession has been in search of, and you're bringing it to life. Now accountants can finally start adopting advisory as part of their practice. And I'm thrilled to see FreshBooks leading the profession in this direction. Finally, we can take the skills that we have, leverage them in new ways, and really change the lives of our clients and ourselves by going out and doing the work that we love. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you, Jeannie, for contributing today. Certainly, and please know that your contribution has been far bigger than our conversation here. This would not have been possible without people like you before us that have really started to create this path towards advisory. And now we're embracing that and bringing this to the market. It's been a big project.
It's great to see it come to life. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. I'm feeling so honored to have the opportunity to sit down with Jeannie on today of all days. As we've built this initiative, it's been important for us to hear from industry experts and practice leaders to get their insight on where the profession is heading. It's one thing to talk about the idea of collaborative accounting, but it's equally important for us to highlight accounting professionals who are bringing this concept to life and seeing the value it can bring to their firms and their clients. Let's hear from some of them now, along with a little bit of hype from some additional industry changemakers you may just recognize.
Before collaborative accounting, I saw that accounting professionals were spending too much time chasing down inputs that they needed from their small business clients.
Track down files, statements, try to find explanations, try to find gaps, you name it.
Before collaborative accounting, one of the biggest struggles that we had is that we were operating a silo and our customers were also operating a silo. So it makes it very difficult to build a deep relationship.
My firm was delivering a product that we thought the client wanted, when in reality, they were really looking to build a relationship.
Collaborative accounting is a powerful framework that gives accounting professionals and their small business clients a shared language to understand how they can work together to maximize the value of their relationship.
It makes it very transparent and clear who is doing what tasks in the accounting system. And I think this is really important for scoping our engagements with our clients, communicating very clearly with them.
Having that clarity of who is doing what inside of the client's accounting function is really important.
Small businesses know the decisions that they can make in order to make their business highly successful and take in the direction that they want to go. And for the accountant, that means that they get to bring all of their greatness to the table, not just the financials at the end of the month.
Collaborative accounting takes this very transactional relationship between an accountant and their client and turns it into a much more valued relationship.
This is about getting in and working together in a way that builds empathy and communication and relationships.
Collaborative accounting is all about enabling accountants and owners to focus on what they do best.
Collaborative accounting is transforming the profession because it's prioritizing the relationship factor back into compliance and advisory work.
Collaborative accounting is absolutely the way of the future. It is the way that we can drive value for our customers, and it also brings a lot more meaning to our work and what we do on a day-to-day basis.
Clearly, I'm not the only one excited about collaborative accounting, and with good reason. A lot of brilliant minds, hard work, expertise, and heart have gone into making this happen. And it all comes from the belief that there is a much better way for accountants to work with their clients. That's why we want to teach you exactly how to bring this idea to life inside your firm. It starts with going to this URL, joining our accounting partner program, and completing our brand new collaborative accounting certification. In fact, we'll give you time back now so you can join right away. We're excited to see you get started, and we're here to support you every step of the way. On behalf of myself and the entire team at FreshBooks, I want to thank you for being a part of this launch of collaborative accounting and the next era of innovation in this profession. I'll see you in the certification. Bye for now.
That video makes me so happy, so excited. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. I love it. And I mean, like the same for you, Twyla, as well. Just it's just so excited. I know we're going to get to some Q&A that may have come up during the watching that video, and also about collaborative accounting or about FreshBooks. So get those comments into the comment section. But before that, I am going to just talk about the certification that you ended that video on, which is great. We're going to do some the collaborative accounting certification. So what it is in general, it is the FreshBooks product training from an accounting lens. So you as accounting professional can get the most out of FreshBooks. But while you have that product training, we also weaved in how to implement collaborative accounting, the workflow as well. You can expand the value that you can give to your client by using that. So the 3 different sections that we have here, we have practical hands-on training from detailed workflows to cash flows, sorry, the case studies, accounting is on the mind, to case studies and takeaway workbooks. You can also get a client onboarding pack that can be incorporated into your current onboarding materials or your client portal, should you use one. And finally, you can listen to accounting pros who have used collaborative accounting, how it's taken their business to the next level. And Twyla, you do throw in some top tips as well to us. It's great. So after that, if you are ready from the video there and you're ready to get certified, that's amazing. Amazing. You can sign up for the accounting partner program at freshbooks.com/accountants, which is plural. So from there, what will happen is that you will receive an email from a member of our team with the details of how to create your profile in our new LMS, FreshBooks Academy, and you can get certified today. And once you get FreshBooks certified as well, folks, you will earn 3 CPE credits as well as your CPE credits that you will get from this watch as well. You'll receive a badge that you can display on your profile, on your website to say, hey, I'm an expert here I'm FreshBooks certified as collaborative accountant, but also one of our certified partners as well. And being a certified partner, I should say, because sometimes it's good to say what benefits that you'll unlock when you get certified. From joining the accounting partner program, you will get a dedicated FreshBooks partner consultant. You'll get exclusive discounts on your client's subscription. You'll get included in our accounting partner directory and access to our dedicated partner support specialists. Because we're not just tech support, no, they are all in our accounting background as well. So as we move to this section here, now, we are ready to ask some Q&A. I think we're there, Twyla, right?
All right, let's do it. I am actually going to share a fun fact. I'm going to throw you for a little bit of a curveball here, Laura. But since we've talked a little bit about movies and you said, you just get all the feels from watching that collaborative accounting video, the 2 actors that we hired to support us with that work, coincidentally, when we chose those 2 actors, we didn't know anything about them. We had these pool of actors and we chose the woman and we chose the man. Turned out they're actually a couple. And we had no idea when we were looking through our various actors as to what, that they were connected at all. And then we were like, this is our top female that we'd like to have as Wanda, our accountant. And this is the man that we'd like to choose as Sam, the entrepreneur. And we chose them and they're actually a couple. So fun fact for all of you. Yes.
Amazing.
Story. It was pretty fun to work with them. They were great. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the collaborative accounting. So the questions that we get asked, folks, if you have any questions live, please put them into the chat. And but we're going to share a few questions with you that have come to us. And they're actually common questions. Since the launch of collaborative accounting, they're pretty common questions. So, Laura, maybe I'll ask you the question and if you want to start to answer, and then I can layer on from there. Sure. So let's start with the question of who is collaborative accounting for in terms of the accounting professional side? So when an accounting firm owner or an accounting professional is saying, is this right for me? The question is, who is collaborative accounting for?
Now, yes, that's the obvious question to ask for any of those accounting professionals watching us. The collaborative accounting framework itself, it is ideal for accounting firms that want to offer their clients a deeper level of service, and I suppose they will also want to spend more time guiding their clients as they grow and scale as well. Um, but unfortunately, the same ideal clients, as you talked about in the video as well, they may have been feeling constrained with their capacity because of the firm is being bogged down by chasing data, by bank statements, or doing that front entry work. Sorry, that front end data entry work. Yes. And the funny thing is, it's like since we saw the launch of collaborative accounting and the new certification, there has been a wide variety of accounting professionals who are now certified. So it's not a case of like checking off stats or anything like that. I think it is, in short, if you're looking to be more innovative, if you're looking to enhance the quality of your client experience and deliver more advisory value, then collaborative accounting would be for you. What do you think? Do you think the same, Twyla?
Yeah, I agree, Laura. I think it does take, kind of a forward-thinking mindset, somebody who is ready to do things differently, because of course, collaborative accounting is best enabled with FreshBooks as a platform, because we all know if we want our clients to do good quality work, we have to serve up technology that supports them. And so collaborative accounting with FreshBooks, it marries so synchronously together that the client's going to be able to do their work, so you can pick up where they left off and complete your work, and the platform matters inside of that, which of course is a different way of working. And what does that unlock for you inside of that different way of working and the different platform is where the value of collaborative accounting really shines its brightest. And when we've talked to some of our partners who have embraced collaborative accounting as a workflow model for them to work with their clients, some of them have done advisory, and now they're really solidifying, what does this workflow look like? How can I showcase what the client does, what I'll do, and where we'll interact together to the client? And in other cases, it's for accounting partners who are just dipping their toe into advisory. And I think that's one of the things that when you were so involved with the building of the collaborative accounting certification, Laura, that you did so well, is that you really sprinkled in there these moments, these advisory opportunity moments, where people could lean in as much as they want to, or just like throw in a question, throw in a different way of responding to your client that is the start of working in this advisory services offering. And it's a very comfortable starting place for those who have not yet pulled advisory formally into their firms.
Yeah, maybe a scary big word there, that pool of advisory services in there. But it can be scary, It really can.
It is. I mean, we kind of joke about it being called the A word in terms of a curse word, but because it can be, right? And it can be this really obtuse thing that maybe you're not doing, or that you're not yet approaching, that we really have broken this into small micro-sized pieces that I do think are really have been really well received by accounting partners who have taken collaborative accounting and say, okay, I'm seeing how to start to get into advisory in a way that isn't overwhelming, in a way that keeps an imposter syndrome at bay, if that's one of the things that we're finding, which Jeannie and I talked about in that video around confidence sometimes is what gets in the way of accounting professionals getting into advisory. So I love how that's built into the training, not just inside the workflow, but it's built so deeply into the training with these advisory moments really showcased to start to have folks lean into doing more advisory or starting an advisory.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the client side then, because this is also a question that comes up, and one that's asked is, what type of client does this model work best with? So what's the ideal client for collaborative accounting?
Sort of capturing ones. Yes. The ideal client. Well, collaborative accounting, if we look at the collaborative accounting framework itself in its strictest form, if you want to put those barriers up or those fences up, in the strictest form, it would be for service-based businesses with invoicing needs. So in that case, it would be creatives, digital agencies, you have IT providers, trades and contractors, those kind of things. But I'm going to say, however, again, okay? I'm going to say, however, again, because again, since when we launched the certification, we launched collaborative accounting, we've seen accounting partners successfully adapt that model that you saw, the framework model that we saw during the video, for other businesses that would use other proprietary software outside invoicing in there, and getting all their information into the platform so the advisory work or running those reports can be done by the accounting professional. So it's having those list of people, but our partners, as again, having that the framework, we're seeing our partners being able to customize it, being able to adopt it. We give them the standards, the baseline version of it, the opportunities, and you can choose to build on it, customize it, and dip your toes into it as much as you want. As the client itself, when we talk about the client side, the client may not even know the word advisor or what that entails, and it could be as simple as, I need to have a loan application in. So the client itself, those ideal clients are in there, those ideal clients that are small to medium businesses that want the accounting professional to help on that side. So that would be the main ones there for that side. Anything else to add to that, while I'm trying to think?
No, I think you said that well,
Yeah.
Laura. I mean, I think collaborative accounting in its, I'll call it in its strictest form, is really been designed for service-based businesses with invoicing needs. Because of course, if anyone knows the history of FreshBooks, this could be our pop quiz. Is anyone know the first history of FreshBooks? FreshBooks has been around for 20 years, as I shared in that video. And it started as a cloud invoicing software 20 years ago, which was super impressive at that time. Most of us, myself included, were using desktop software in 20 years ago. And so, so it was developed 20 years ago as an invoicing software in the cloud. And then, of course, it's evolved a lot. And maybe we can take another question about the platform, but it's evolved a lot since then. But regardless, it's still really best suited, or most powerful for, is probably the right way to say this.
That's a good one.
Most
I like
powerful for a service-based business with invoicing needs, because those auxiliary features all around invoicing. So things like estimates and proposals that'll lead into an invoice, time tracking, project management, rebillable expenses. All of those features are very, very robust inside of FreshBooks. So in its strictest form, I'd say that collaborative accounting, as you mentioned, is really designed for those types of businesses. But once our accounting partners are getting onto what this model does for them, we're very much seeing accounting partners adapt it or change up the model slightly for businesses that don't have invoicing needs, that maybe are actually using some other proprietary software for their industry to complete their day-to-day work. And they're still maybe going inside of FreshBooks to take a look at the data that's consolidated all in one place, but they might be doing some of their pre-accounting tasks, as we called them, in other software because their industry needs a different software for that, for them to be really efficient with their operations. So, I think as a starting point, if you're someone who's like, I want the step-by-step, definitely encourage you to start it with a service-based business with invoicing needs. If not, if you're somebody who's like, I like to be flexible, or my niche is in something that doesn't require invoicing, it doesn't mean the model won't work for you. It could just mean that we need to adapt it. And certainly our support team is there to help you adapt it if you need some assistance in doing so.
Okay, I'm just seeing as we're coming to the top of the hour. Do we have time for one more question, or
maybe let's do just take a quick moment to talk about the platform
sure.
and kind of its evolution. So maybe Laura, tell us kind of what's gone on with FreshBooks. I already alluded to how much it's changed over the last 20 years.
20 years.
Tell us what's going on at FreshBooks.
What's going on? She says in the Toronto HQ. So I mean, like we said before, starting as the invoicing platform, FreshBooks has changed a lot, folks. It's changed a lot since 2003. It's changed a lot since 2021, since we launched the accounting partner program. And you'll notice since that launch, there's been a distinct change in building more and more accounting features alongside our owner features. So our clients, you and your clients can work better together or collaborate better together in the platform, because this is our long-term value prop on this side, and we are building the platform to support this as well. It is all about, with collaborative accounting, we do want to see them in the same platform. We don't want that disjointed systems, for a lot of big tech stack on that side. And I know they had said that Oxford English Dictionary has said the word of the year is RIS. It is not in the accounting industry. It is client experience and its user experience. So I think with those in together with the platform itself, moving it is the accounting features that we've seen added over the past few years and continue to grow on our roadmap, but using those with the owner features as well.
Yeah,
That's what I
love
gotta
it.
say with
And
that.
maybe I'll just throw in one more thing. I
Yeah.
love how you're correcting the Oxford Dictionary, but maybe I'll just throw in that, it's planning season here for 2024.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about our product roadmap for next year for accounting professionals. We've got so many great things coming that are going to be launching in 2024. It's a big, big year for us for accounting features. So stay tuned, folks. There's some good things coming.
Exciting. Okay, so I think we'll move in. We'll just wrap up on this side. So if you're ready, folks, to deepen your relationships with your clients and taking your business to the next level, if we're here to help you there, and we have some resources here that we're going to drop these links into the chat now. So if you want to chat with us, chat to our lovely team here about your business goals or tech stack, you can reach out to that email address, accountants@freshbooks.com. If you want to download our ebook called The Collaborative Accountant, you have our link that's dropped in there to our comments. This is a fantastic insight to, it breaks down the theory, it breaks down the practice, and it breaks down the benefits as well. And if you just are ready to sign up, you can do so now as well. It would be on this one here, freshbooks.com/accountants, plural, collaborative accounting, and you can put your details in there and somebody will reach out to you. So Zach is now going to remind everyone on how they can get their CPE for this webinar. Zach, let us know about that.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. So just as a reminder, everyone, for this webinar, unlike traditional webinars, there was no polling questions. So you're going to need to download the Earmark app. And in the next 3 to 7 days, we will send you a link to this course where you can go on and take a short quiz to earn your CP certificate. And if for some reason you don't get that email, just search for FreshBooks in the Earmark app and you will see this webinar. All right. Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome. Well, Twyla.
All right. Thanks, Zach, for that. I mean, as designated accountants, we know we need the CPE, whether you're ending your year where you need CPE or you're starting your year and you want to get ahead of your CPE. Get that Earmark app. It's a lifesaver when we're under crunch time. And then, of course, becoming certified, you get 3 CPE. So, okay, maybe we'll flip to the next slide. We're coming to that time where we want to just express our thanks to everyone for attending today, for listening to this webinar. We hope that we've satisfied or at least caused you to lean in more around your curiosity with collaborative accounting. Laura, I think we'll leave it to our good friend, Jeannie Whitehouse, to help us sign off and see what words of wisdom she wants to share with us before we head off for today.
Are y'all still here? Get online and get that certification now. That's what I'm doing.